Is there a golden fix for the Golden State? Peter Schiff has the global perspective. So you're famously a big fan of gold. You think gold should play a central role, more central role in U.S. economy, global economy. One of the fun things about Freedom Fest is you walk around and you see booth after booth after booth where you can buy gold and learn about gold. California, of course, is the Golden State. There might be a little, I think, more interest or openness to hard currency and to precious metals on the West Coast than on the East Coast. What's the case, and do you think there's going to be a resurgence of interest emanating maybe out of those of us who are out here on the West Coast?
Well, I believe there's going to be a resurgence. I don't know if there's going to be a repeat of the California gold rush, but I think central banks around the world are going to be rushing to replenish their gold reserves, which I think are much too low relative to their reserves of other fiat currencies. But the problem with trying to run a monetary system without gold is that it doesn't work. And we have lots of evidence that it doesn't work. We have massive imbalances in the global economy. We have asset bubbles inflating everywhere. We have real serious problems, and at the heart of that is the fact that we don't have any money. We're trying to run a monetary system without money. We have fiat currencies, but they need to be backed by something. They have no real value of their own. There needs to be something behind them. Right now there's nothing behind them, and that's really the source of our problems. That's what lets the Fed micromanage the economy, and they've done such a lousy job, blowing one bubble after another. If we had gold, we'd have some real monetary discipline, and the government wouldn't be able to get away with all these huge deficits and all the artificial stimulus and the QE if we were on a gold standard.
Asia Pacific, obviously a huge economic region for California specifically. When you look at what China's doing with gold right now, I think there's some real questions about what California regulators and politicians, policymakers should be thinking about how China's viewing the gold markets.
Well, China's buying gold. They're buying as much as they can. I think they're going to buy a lot more. China is the world's largest producer of gold, but they don't export any of it. The government just buys it up. I think they understand that the dollar's days are numbered. Nobody really knows how large that number is, but it's certainly getting smaller and smaller. We're pissing off a lot of people around the world that we really need to be sucking up to. Where not only are we spying on our friends, but we're fining banks in France, in Switzerland, in the UK, basically because they're transacting in dollars. And now this new FATCA law just came into existence, which punishes people for holding dollars. And America needs everybody around the world to load up on dollars, to load up on treasuries, and now we're literally biting the hands that feed us. So I think we're doing a lot of things on our own to accelerate the dollar's demise.